7970. It is the WMAY morning news feed. So what are you doing? Are you getting that bread and milk together or what?
Bread and milk. I gotta get the bread and milk. I gotta get the bread and milk. I gotta get the bread and milk.
What else other than bread and milk are you preparing to get as we've got a snowstorm that could bring more than a foot of snow?
I gotta get the bread and milk. Oh my God. I gotta get the bread and milk.
Oh, it's so good. It's just so
I
funny.
gotta get the bread.
All right, so I want to hear from you. What are some of the most essential items that you have? 217-629-7970. Again, 217-629-7970. We've got, of course, possibly 17 inches of snow with a winter storm warning from 9 tonight until tomorrow. And that includes upwards to 17-plus inches here locally. But you've got a variety of other things in the mix, including sleet and high winds. So, of course, emergency professionals saying that this is the time where you're not going to want to go out. You're not going to want to try to brave the roads, especially in some of those rural areas around the area, because those winds could lead to some snow drifts. Especially with that much snow, it could be rather tedious to try, let alone dangerous to try to venture out. So what are you doing to prepare for that? 217-629-7970. Again, 217-629-7970. Let's get to your phone calls at WMAY. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Mac and cheese, Totino's pizza rolls. That's all I need.
Totino's. Pizza rolls, Totino's. Oh, that's good stuff. So seriously, I mean, that's what you're gonna have ready to go in the apocalypse.
Yes, morning, noon, or night, I can throw a pizza roll down.
What do you do? What do you do about the heartburn? Does that bother you at all? Getting the Totino's pizza roll heartburn?
All right, so now I got to get Tums. Thanks.
Yes. Put that on your list. Absolutely. Some Tums will help with that, but appreciate the call. So, hey, that's essential for her. She needs those Totino's pizza rolls. I want to hear from you now, 217-629-7970. I am going to be strategically placing snow shovels at the front and the back exits of my house, just so that I don't have to venture all the way out to the garage to get the snow shovels, because I have a feeling I'm going to do a lot of shoveling all throughout tonight and tomorrow. Something else too, I've got to figure out with the engineering staff here on what the plan is. Should I head back home and grab an overnight bag and crash here? Please no. Or should I take home some remote equipment and set it up in the dining room, for instance? So Megan, if you're listening, that's a possibility. So what are you planning on doing? How are you going to make it through? 217-629-7970. Your emergency plans. I want to hear from you. 217-629-7970. Again, with the possibility of upwards to 17 inches of snow, we talked with a Illinois State Police lieutenant earlier this morning, and she said that it's important that you take this seriously. This is going to be a big, nasty storm, and that means heed the advice from emergency officials. Don't go out. When you're talking about 17 inches of snow possible over several days, that's a lot of snow. And you don't want to venture out and risk getting stuck in a ditch, risk being stranded. But some tips here, if you are, grab some kind of emergency pack that you can put into the vehicle. That should include water. That should include some kind of provisions, like some food or something, like maybe some protein bars. That should include a blanket. That should include a fully charged cell phone. That should include a variety of other things that will help you get through if you do indeed get stranded. But I want to hear from you, 217-629-7970. What are you doing to prepare for Snowmageddon 2022? Good morning.
Morning, Greg.
Hey.
When did this dang thing go from 12 inches to 17?
At first, for me, I was thinking it was only going to be 8. That's what they were reporting at first. And then all of a sudden they came back and said, nope, you're going to get a foot. And then it was, nope, you're going to get 17, maybe 18 inches, depending on where you're at.
Holy mother of God.
I know it. What do you want to do about it? What are you doing to prepare?
Well, I've got I had some canned goods and stuff like that. I mean, you can't have anything really frozen or refrigerated. So I've got canned goods, but my question is, what am I going to do? I mean, I got to get out and drive in this stuff sooner or later.
Oh boy. Well, you
Yeah.
drive for a living, Tim. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's the smartest thing for you to to venture out, especially overnight tonight and Wednesday. It's gonna be nasty, just absolutely nasty.
Well, hey, if I wait till they get one pass on the streets, and it's not, I could even make it to your house if I wanted to.
Well, I tell you, one thing that's interesting is living in South Sangamon County. It's real quick to the highway,
Yep.
and the highways are typically pretty good. That's not what I think people are worried about here. I think people are more worried about the country roads and some of the
Roads,
snow
get out of the-
drifting, the ice accumulation. There could be sleet mixed in with all of this. So it's not just snow. It's going to be a mix of all kinds of just, bleh.
So if you're on your way and you have problems, just give me a holler, bud. I'll get to you.
Well, no, I mean, I appreciate the offer there, Tim. But if I get stuck somewhere, my first call is going to be to 911, as Illinois State Police recommend. But they also say, just don't go out. Just don't go out. Stay home. All right. It's a good time to flex those work remotely skills and just stay home. Appreciate the call, Tim. 217-629-7970 is the phone number. Taking your calls about how you're preparing for this weather emergency. Upwards to 17 inches of snow possible. What's your office doing? What are kids' plans? Are they going to have to do remote learning from home? Because after COVID-19, everything's remote now. So no more snow days. Or are you going to say, no, my kids are going to have a snow day. They're going to enjoy this 13, 14, 17 inches of snow. Good morning. You're on WMAY. What's up?
Good morning. First of all, Tim, don't go out. Be smart.
Please.
Number two, take a chain. If you're going to go out, take chain, something you can hook around your bumper and hook to somebody else's bumper, the door of their car, if they need help. I don't know why, but that's always been the one thing I worry about having. And I'm going to buy soap because I'm going to have to wash my mouth out because I'm going to be swearing like a sailor.
Yes, I love it. No, you're right. There's going to be a lot of people swearing, a lot of white knuckles, and some of the snow is going to be heavy at times. So those who are caught,
Mother Nature is going to be the biggest problem. She's going to get called a lot of bad things.
Yeah, you're right. But then all of a sudden it's going to be beautiful out and people are going to love the snow. They're going to take it in and they're really going to enjoy it. So
and eat it. You can eat it, but not the yellow snow.
Please, no. Yeah. That's the tip of the day. If anybody's going to tell you anything today, about staying home with the weather conditions, obviously that's a good tip, but Lokia with the tip of the day right there. Don't eat yellow snow. Appreciate the call on that. All right, it is the WMAY morning news feed, 217-629-7970. What are you doing to prepare for the snow emergency? Again, you can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just search out Bishop on Air, and we can communicate that way as well. But I'm really curious. What are some of the things that your office is doing? Have they put out those plans for you to say, well, it's going to be a bad snow day, so work from home? What about the kids? Are the kids getting instruction on how they're going to handle what's going to be a winter storm with upwards to 17 inches of snow? The state legislature canceled. I mean, the Senate's going to be in today, but they canceled Wednesday and Thursday. The House, they canceled all week, so they're not coming in at all. They're going to have some remote committee hearings, but it looks like they're not going to be at least en masse whenever the governor delivers his State of the State and budget address Wednesday. So all of this seeming to come down at not the most appropriate of times, but something I think really does reiterate the importance of having an emergency plan and having the proper items that you need to be able to sustain an emergency. And when we brought this up earlier this morning, a caller suggested to ensure that you have a manual can opener. Because if for some reason the utilities are somehow not available, meaning if we get a bunch of ice and snow and it starts putting stress on certain types of various utility substations or something to that effect, well, that could be a problem, and that could cause some power outages. So what do you do in that situation? Well, you can't open your canned goods with an electric can opener. So it's just a smart idea to have one of those manual can openers, because you could possibly injure yourself if you try to open that thing with like a screwdriver and a hammer. That's not suggested at all. So tips and tricks. Again, Illinois State Police saying that, have the emergency bag with you with food, water, warmth. The lieutenant we talked with earlier said that they regularly show up to accidents during winter emergencies, and people just are not dressed for the emergency. They may have, pajamas on and not have gloves and a beanie or a scarf and things like that. So be cognizant of that. Have the backup food at home. Think about some alternative energy sources. Might be too late to get that all lined up for tonight with the impending storm, but something you might want to reassess and reevaluate your current situation. All right, appreciate all the tips. Even Lokia's don't eat yellow snow. Feel like I've reverted back to kindergarten here. 217-629-7970 is the phone number. Again, 217-629-7970. Let's go ahead and get another call here. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Yeah, another one. Always dress out. Always wear stuff outside whenever you're going in a car as if you could walk a quarter mile in the snow.
Yeah. I think that's an appropriate way to put it. Yeah, absolutely.
That is one of the big key things that my dad told me. He goes, always dress. If you're going to drive out there, always dress like you can walk in a quarter mile of snow. And what I always do, like those big old hand warmers that you just crack them open. Well, at Menards, they sell like a 20-pack for like $10 or whatever. I always keep one of those big old packs in my car. So
of what?
Those little hand warmers.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, like those little packets. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, at Menards or Lowe's or wherever, they sell like the 20-pack of them.
Right.
Like
right.
$10, and you know what? It's good to go. It lasts for a couple years. Trust me, I know. And yeah, they're awesome.
I'll have to check into those. That seems like a pretty smart move to have something that you can quickly in an emergency rip open and actually provide some warmth with just keeping that in the vehicle. That seems like a smart go. Michelle on Facebook says the new Ghostbusters Afterlife came out on DVD today. We're going to watch that on repeat and drink hot chocolate. I think that is actually, that sounds like a good day. That sounds like a good day. Let me see here. I've got another message coming in via text. Says that I will be working, but we'll have plenty of beer on hand if I make it home. Stay safe. Oh, I appreciate that. 217-629-7970 is the phone number. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Morning, Bish.
Hey.
So coffee, water, all kinds of snacks for the next couple of days in this lovely mobile office of mine.
Well, you say mobile. What do you mean by mobile office? Are you like in a RV somewhere or something?
No, plowing the streets here in town.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, so you're going to be one of those heroes. But I imagine also, listen, every time it snows, there's somebody in Springfield that just complains nonstop that their neighborhood is not touched.
Yeah, and there's a science on how we do this, and just remind people, slow down, give us room. We go slow. Our emergency lights are on for a reason. We're making it safe for you to get around us and around. So give us time. It's going to be a mess. So just remember that we're working for you. So just don't crowd us.
Right on. Absolutely. I think that's a good message. Don't crowd the snowplow drivers. All right. They're there trying to get those roads cleared so that you can then go and get your bread and milk and not have to freak out about being able to get to the grocery store. Appreciate that.
I got to get the bread and milk.
All right, one more call. 217-629-7970 is the phone number. And you are on.
Bread and milk. I got to get the bread and They said snow.
They said snow.
I got to get the bread and milk.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I got to get the bread.
All right. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Hi, I got a suggestion. While you're driving, especially with ice and snow, get out of drive in low gear, second or third gear. A lot of people just put their car in drive and go. But if you drive in a lower gear, shift it down to a lower gear, then as you approach like a stoplight or something, your engine will be slowing you down. You don't have to tap on your brakes. That's all I got to say.
I think that's a great tip. I think that's a fantastic tip. Good driving tip in all of this, which a lot of people are going to have to relearn how to drive in the snow because it seems like every year you get people out there who haven't driven in snow in 8 months. Some haven't driven in this type of snow ever. So you've got to really make sure that you don't try to hot dog it. You take your time. As you heard from the snowplow driver, don't crowd them. Give them space. Scott's Law is very important. Pull over, slow down. Don't be speeding. There's nothing that's requiring you to get to somewhere on time, especially during a winter storm emergency. So just take your time, all right? Okay, I appreciate everybody chiming in here on the WMAY Morning News Feed. I'm Greg Bishop.